What's the best rugby league game made to date? That was a question that I asked you guys a few days ago. There won't be a definitive answer because it's all a matter of opinion. But I did make a poll, and before we get to the results, I'm going to let you guys know my thoughts on the question raised. And for me, it pretty much just raises more questions like how enjoyable is the game, the longevity of the game, how it looks graphically, like the player models, the user interface, and obviously the gameplay. So putting all those into account, it's hard for me to look past the Rugby League Live 4 being the quote-unquote best rugby league game to date. There are quite a few things wrong with the game, but I think the core gameplay, it's arguably the best we've gotten so far, and the attacking in particular with the set plays being added to the game, it definitely gives us more creative freedom to actually pull off some realistic looking plays. The game does lack in other areas like in its career mode. Some aspects of the attacking like passing can be a pain at times, and I think this isn't really a problem, but the degree of difficulty, I've heard from some that it's too hard on the hard levels and it's too easy on the easy levels, but for me I enjoy it being difficult to score points. Kind of makes scoring points like more rewarding. So yeah, that's my 2 cents on what I think is the best league game to date. It's been almost 2 years since the game's come out and I still enjoy playing it and definitely still enjoy making content on it as well. Alright, so let's get to the results of the poll. A quick thing to note, I did leave out a few games. The first Rugby League Live, the first Rugby League game on PS2 and Xbox, and I'm pretty sure there were a couple more even before that, back in the 90s, which I haven't even played. So at the time of recording there was around 220 votes. There's probably been more since then, but coming in at first place with 56% of the votes was Rugby League Live 4. In that second, and it may come as a surprise to some, not for me though, with 19% of the votes, was pretty far behind, and that's Rugby League Live 2 for the Xbox 360 and the PlayStation 3. Following that was Rugby League Live 3 with 13% of the votes. That's pretty much how I would rank Rugby League Live 3 as well. Although it was a pretty good game or a fun game to play at the time, I felt it was a step behind Rugby League Live 2 in terms of gameplay. Coming in at second to last was the Wii exclusive Rugby League Live 3, which was developed by She Interactive. I had a lot of fun with that game back in the day, and for me it had one of the better career coach modes. And finally, coming in at last place was the PlayStation 2 and original Xbox game Rugby League 2, also developed by She Interactive. So there you have it. Coming out on top was Rugby League Live 4, and it was a pretty big margin. If you missed the voting or if you got any thoughts about the best league game to date, let me know your opinions in the comment section down below. Or maybe you didn't think that any of the games are good and the best is yet to come. Whatever the case, hope you guys enjoyed. Slap that like button for more rugby league content or more content in general. Thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you later.
Hey, pass the smoky 2 ways. Hey, day smoking since the school days. After school detention got us 2-faced.